analog. I love it. But, we can have fun with digital too. Hello, everybody in internet land. My name is Bill. You are watching Bill's Box of Sound, but you know that already. Yes, lots of good people here already. Good to see all of you here tonight for our lovely little for a Saturday night music talk, whatever, just kibitzing about, having fun, talking about music, and it's a great week. It's a great week to be alive, everybody. And why is that? Because, there is a new Frank Zappa release in the world. Ta-da! Cover my entire office with Avon Kalagna. Take me to some relative's house in East LA, just till my skin clears up. Oh, yes. This is the 50th anniversary boxed set from Frank Zappa, Captain Beefheart, and the Mothers. Bongo Fury, the 50th anniversary edition, even though it's closer to the 51st anniversary. But we're just gonna celebrate, okay? Yeah. So this is where we come every Saturday night. Just about every Saturday night. I'm not going to be here next week, and I'll explain that in a little bit. It's a good thing, but yeah, I know some people have not gotten their copies yet. I am extremely thankful that I got my copy early, and I'm listening to it. I'm getting ready to do a review of it, which I normally do, and man. We got lots and lots of chatters in the house. People been chatting since like 9:15, and now it's 10 o'clock. Let's see. Fried Perchetta said, we had a pair of bongos, yes. Memphis Lonnie has not received his yet. Hopefully you'll get yours soon, Lonnie. Let's see. I'm one of us. Mothra. Jeff Schwerdfager, whatever your name is. Jeff, I'll just call you Jeff. From Tejas. No bongos in Texas. That sounds like a song. And there's no bongos in Texas. If you like it or not. Yes, yet. Okay. Scotty Strychnine, fresh off of the Grown Man Record Night. Saturday, Saturday or Saturday-disc show, because I guess that Mikey's cassette player is on the fritz this week. Oh yay. Our good friend Kevin Harvest Inc. is saying "Arr." Ferangel Weaver, hello to you. Thumbfinger slapping the bass. And let's see. Lonnie says, Bill, what do you think Zappa's opinion on AI would have been? You want to be? I'll be completely honest with you because I have thought about that. I think that Frank would have used AI to come up with something that was in his mind, but that he could not put together with conventional means. If he put something in with AI and it wasn't what he wanted, he would futz with it until he got exactly what he wanted. He would find a way to turn it into a creative tool instead of use it to create something else. Frank embraced technology. It's just like I talked to him in '84, and we were talking about Johnny Guitar Watson, and Johnny Guitar Watson put out a record called Strike on Computers because he didn't like drum machines and digital recording and all this sequencing stuff. And Frank said, computers are your friends. you can make them do things you want it to do. If you can't do it yourself or make a person do it, you can take what's in your mind and use the technology to come closer to that realization. So, yeah, I think Frank would have been able to use artificial intelligence in a very, very creative way. That's just my 2 cents. I do know that Amit Zappa has gone ahead and created a virtual Frank, and he demonstrated it on an interview where he was doing, and he picked up his phone, dialed this number, and Frank's voice answered, and he asked it a question, and you heard a robotic Frank Zappa voice answering the question in a way that Frank would do so. That blew my mind. But anyway, before I blow your mind, we have to get the microphone just a little bit closer, whoa, to the glass here. And we have to drink our lovely sounding. Oh, I just love that sound. Shall I put just a little teeny splash of whiskey in there? Yeah, let's do that. Little teeny splash, just a little. Oh, that's enough. That's enough. That's enough. Yep. Just for the taste of it is good. Is good. It's yummy. Oh yeah. Ah yes, a little bit of ASMR for your Saturday night evening enjoyment. Yes, indeed. And of course, our orchestra slithers back to life again. So, yeah, this boxed set, it should be available in stores, but a lot of people are buying it online from the Zappa store, online, also Universal Music's store. What's inside of this thing, and I'll be doing a much deeper in-depth review throughout the week, is, well, first of all, there is a booklet with lots of pictures, lots of good pictures, liner notes from Denny Wally, who played the slide guitar in this version of the Mothers, and also extensive liner notes from Vaultmeister Joe Travers, who produced and put this whole thing together. We've also got, let's see, let me pull this out for a little bit later. There we go. We've got 5 discs. Actually, 6. 6 discs in here. The first disc, oops, I got them backwards in here. Let me take a sip of this. Oh yeah, that tastes nice. Okay. Disc 4. Okay, 1. Here's disc 1. And these all have pictures of that were taken by photographer, I believe, John Williams. And they were doing cover shots for the album that was to become known as Bongo Fury of Frank and Don Van Vliet, a.k.a. Captain Beefheart. This is the first disc, which has the album on it, as well as some extra tracks that have never seen the light of day. Okay. Then there's disc 2, which is the first half of one of the 2 shows that ended up making up the majority of this album. It's the entire concert from Armadillo World Headquarters in Austin, Texas, May 20th, 1975. And of course, another picture of Don and Frank. Then we've got Disc 3, the second half of that Armadillo World Headquarters show. And another picture of Frank and Don, Don and Frank, whatever. Then for disc 4 and 5, the night after that, the 21st of May, 1975, another concert with pretty much the same stuff, but very different. I love it when we get to listen to multiple live versions with the same band and the same tour on a Frank tour, because every performance was different and in a good way. So, yeah, that's just, man. Okay. Hey, Michael P. Dawson. Hello, 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 hello. You are saying that you wanted to do a deep dive video on Bongo Fury, but he doesn't think he'll get it in time. Very discouraging. I'm sorry. Yeah. And I'm trying not to watch reviews of it because I want to do mine first. But anyway, we've also got Nate Bouchard in there, currently rereading the Real Frank Zappa book. Nice. And let's see here. Mothra. Frank would have used AI to get a year's worth of compositions written and done within a week. Says, did you ever happen to listen to any of Bongo yet? I have to resist the temptation to listen on iTunes. Can't wait for my copy. I would say listen to it online if you have the chance, because it'll just make you happier when you get the real thing and you can listen to it in full fidelity. Anyway, so yeah, there is disc 5 has the finishing of that. And at the end of that, there's 3 more tracks from a rehearsal in Claremont, California. So yeah, just about 6 hours worth of music, pretty much. Oh, there's the last picture. And then, if that's not all, you have the album on a Blu-ray audio with full, and let's see here, 192 kilohertz 24-bit or 96 kilohertz 24-bit PCM stereo. You can also listen to it in 5.1 surround or in Dolby Atmos, immersive sound listening for the entire Bongo Fury album. Not the live cuts, not the live concerts, but the album. And listening to this in Dolby Atmos is a experience indeed. And then there's bonus audio of a Dolby Atmos mix of the original version of The Torture Never Stops. And then there are 6-channel mixes that Frank did in 1993. In 1993, Frank messed around with a lot of his back catalog and started making some surround sound mixes in 6-channel sound, which was not a standard format, and none of the stuff has really been released except for a couple of tunes on some of these boxed sets. And here's the hype sticker right here, which I will hold right up to here, celebrating the classic collaboration from 1975 with 5 CDs of material, including studio outtakes and live tracks, plus 2 complete concerts from the historic Armadillo headquarters 16-track masters. Blu-ray features a new Dolby Atmos and 5.1 mixes with bonus surround audio from Zappa's Vault. Release number 133. Man, gotta clean that off. Out of that, I get a new camera and spend a whole bunch of money on this stuff. So that is the boxed set. Now, in addition to this, there are 3 vinyl variations. And first one, let's see, what is this? Is this just a regular album? I believe so. Black vinyl, yep. This is just the regular album, but it has been mastered by Bernie Grundman from the original 2-track analog tape. And it sounds luscious. Version 2. For those of you fetishists who love colored vinyl, we've got this version here, which has a print of a picture of the entire band, the touring band. And it is on a colored vinyl variant, which they describe as orange and black galaxy vinyl. And it's kind of hard to see. It's not transparent or translucent, but you can see some orange parts on this. It does not affect the sound as far as I can tell. And hold on a second, let me put all this together. Gotta keep these all safe here for archival purposes. And the last version, which in my opinion, if you've already got the original Bongo Fury, this is the most desirable variant to get. It's all on black vinyl, no colored vinyl, but it is a 2-record set with, check out that gatefold, man. I love it. It's got the original album, and then it's got a second record, which has the long version of Carolina Hardcore Ecstasy, the isolated vocal of Man with the Woman Head, the alternate take of Muffin Man, A Little Green Rosetta, and a track called Born to Suck. Side 4 has the original version of Torture Never Stops, remixed for 2025. A alternate rehearsal version of Poofter's Froth, Wyoming Plans Ahead, and the long version with some unbelievable guitar soloing of 200 Years Old. So that's the 2-record set version. That's got a large size booklet, another print of Frank and Don, and then this booklet here has pictures, liner notes from Denny Wally and Joe Travers, Vaultmeister, pictures of the tape box, and that's that. So I will be repeating all of this information when I do my full-blown review. So there it is. All right, more chats here. Hey, DJ Trish, good to hear from you. Good to see you. Love to everybody. Greetings from Poofter's Froth. Let's see. Jay says, does Zappa's estate still control all of his releases? No. The Zappa estate, which used to be known a long time ago as the Zappa Family Trust, and some people still call it that for some reason. Maybe just because they're used to it. The Zappa Family Trust turned into the Zappa Trust. And the Zappa Trust does still exist for the benefit of the Zappa family. But in 2022, I believe, the trust sold the masters, everything in the vault, and the rights to the music to Universal Music Group, who is now taking that purchase and helping to put out more Zappa recordings And I think they're doing an awesome job because mostly they are using the guy who's been putting all these things together all this time, the Vaultmeister, Joe Travers. He is immensely talented, and he knows the Zappa Vault better than anybody. I mean, the reason why he was established as the Vaultmeister soon after Frank passed away is because he got to go into the vault and look at everything, and he's talking all about the stuff he's seeing. And Gail Zappa noticed this, and it's like they're saying, Joe knows more about this music than any of us. And Gail says, good. He's the Vaultmeister. And thus it was created. And to all of our benefit, because Joe appreciates the music. He knows how to put things together. He has educated himself throughout years. It's over 30 years now that he's been working on the Zappa catalog, and he's doing a damn good job. I don't have any complaints. Just everything's good. Anyway, more of this stuff here. Let's see. Memphis Lonnie says, you should use modern technology to put Chipzilla in the middle of the table on the original album front cover. You know what? That did cross my mind. See, and then there's Fenderell says, just a few days prior to the 50th anniversary release, I scored an original 1975 copy of Bongo Fury. Is it still worth it to get the single LP vinyl reissue? Well, that's something that could be debated. I'll give you my opinion. I'll give you the short version of my opinion because the long version is going to come on my review. The short version is Bernie Grundman is one hell of a mastering engineer. That's all I'm going to say. Because I've got the original. I bought the original as soon as it came out and I could scrape together enough money to get it. Because in 1975, I was, 15, 16 years old. And I loved Zappa then as well. Okay. Mothra wants to know, what speaker brand do you use? Well, in my home listening system that I keep here in the record room, I've got some Klipsch speakers. They're small ones because there's not enough room for big speakers. This room is not big enough. Maybe one day I'll live in a house big enough to have really nice speakers. But I also listen to music a lot on these Audio-Technica monitors. These are the AT-HM50X headphones. And I love the way these sound. These are studio monitors as far as I'm concerned. I love the way these sound. Plus, these allow me to listen to music very late at night at the volumes that I want to listen to them to. Every now and again, and I think I left them in the other room, I listen to Apple AirPods 3. At the AirPods 3. I like the way they sound. They're not the best, but they do a pretty damn good job if you're listening through Bluetooth. But I don't like Bluetooth for the most part. I just use it for convenience. And then Paul Lopez says, hey, Paul from Coalinga, California, and the Shoegaze Collective. Awesome. Good to see ya. And Mowgli says, Avon Kalagna effectively masks bromidrosis. when I take off my python boot. And you got the aroma. How about this aroma? Okay, that's about all that I'm going to say about that. But somebody requested it. I'm gonna have to bring it out. From the puffed, inflammable, resolute mask. Next time they show Chipzilla! Ah! 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 Here's Chipzilla. Yes, I'm not going to eat this. I will never eat this. Ah! 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 But I don't know. I may keep it. I may give it a birthday party next year. You never know. Which python boot do you recommend? Oh, Brian, Tokyo Record Style in the house. Good to see you, sir. Yes, I do have my They Might Be Giants Flood t-shirt. Now, speaking of They Might Be Giants, their new album is called The World Is to Dig, and it's coming out. Street date will be April 14th. You can go to the They Might Be Giant shop online and pre-order that. I don't know who else is selling it, but I can't wait to get it. I've already pre-ordered mine. Let's see. Where is the ominous music for Chipzilla? I don't know. I may have to compose something for that. That'd be hilarious. And yeah. How ghoul. Speaking of the ghoul, did you notice that ex-Cleveland residents, current Cleveland residents, Ghoulardi's son won a boatload of Oscars for his movie One Battle After Another. I may have to go and see that. But anyway. But I did get some gift certificates from Lay's potato chips for their condolences for me discovering Chipzilla. So that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Let's see. And okay. Mikey Banana says that They Might Be Giants were on Tim Heidecker's podcast this week of Tim and Eric fame. That's cool. Also, Flansy, John Flansburgh, he is on the Vinyl Guide podcast, and in the previous week, Joe Travers, the Vaultmeister, was on the Vinyl Guide podcast. Both good episodes. Can't wait to hear the new one. Okay, more questions from you young listeners. Was Just Another Band from LA reissued on vinyl by Zappa Universal? Not as far as I can tell. I don't think it has been released on vinyl. It did come out on CD though. So, programming note. There will be no Box of Sound podcast next week. And why is this, you may ask? It's because I will be out. Not out of the picture. I will not be here. I will be at the Maltz Center in Cleveland. And let's see, do I have any I don't have the I don't have the information. I'm going to try and put a post on my YouTube channel. Next Saturday night, I will be playing at the Maltz Center in Cleveland, Ohio, with the Cleveland Pride Band. Here you go. The Cleveland Pride Band. And I will be playing percussion instruments. Yes. I will be playing timpani. Boom, boom, boom. And I will also be playing snare drum, suspended cymbal with mallets. I'll be playing assorted cymbals. I will be slapping a snare drum with a brush or two. Playing popular movie themes from Disney Pictures, from Jurassic Park. That's the one I'm playing timpani on. We're going to be doing some La La Land music and other things like that. Now, if you really, really, really want to experience this concert and you have no way of actually going there, or you don't want to go there, well, I will provide a link. I'll probably add it to the description of this live stream as it's archived on YouTube. Um, there is a way for you to live stream the concert. Um, there is a charge for it. The concert will not be available for viewing after the fact because of copyright purposes. But and I remember talking about this when I did their Christmas concert. But something went wrong and the live stream never happened. So I'm hoping that that it happens. But yeah, I will be playing at that concert next week with the Cleveland Pride Band, helping out my my brothers, sisters, and siblings, and friends and relations that play music where a choice of how you live and who you love is not um, a question of judgment. It's just no matter how your love is, as long as it's legal, you can. Yeah. So yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be a good show. As long as I can nail that timpani part. I got most of the parts down because I got 5 timpanis and I've got to change the tuning of the timpanis 3 times during that number. That's going to be crazy. All right. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I won't be here next week. So you can watch Grown Men Record Night. There's a possibility that Mazzy may be doing another live stream. Um, um, it looks like Mazzy's not enjoying the live streams that much, and hey, that's perfectly all right. Live streaming is not for everybody. That's why not everybody does it. Um, it just happens to be fun. Will I be bringing Chipzilla to the concert? No, definitely not. If I could pick any Zappa show to be released from the vault, what would it be? Wow. That's a tough one. Um oh gosh, I don't know. There's probably lots of stuff. Just off the top of my head, I'd like to hear um some of the currently unreleased shows from 1984 where that band played the Black Page #2, because that was a really cool arrangement that Frank put together. They didn't always play it correctly. I've got some bootlegs where they don't play it correctly, but hopefully there is a a performance of the Black Page #2 in the 1984 recordings, because almost the entire tour was recorded. There was a show which I believe happened in May of 1984. It was kind of like the 20th anniversary of the Mothers, and a lot of old Zappa band members, uh, which were not in the band, showed up and played at that concert. It was kind of, a reunion, and there was some neat stuff happening. That would be a neat concert to have. But what's my favorite Mother's lineup? I don't know. Lots of them, lots of them, lots of them. Okay, I'm going to stop answering Zappa questions and we'll go into a couple of other things. There was an announcement of a 50th anniversary reissue of the Kraftwerk album Radioactivity on a Super Deluxe Edition Dolby Atmos Blu ray audio. There will also be a 50th anniversary picture disc for you vinyl folks, but if you're a vinyl person who likes the sound of vinyl and wants the best sounding vinyl, you won't buy that picture disc because picture discs don't sound that good. Yeah, I have no idea if Zappa ever played the Greensboro Coliseum because I'm from Cleveland, Ohio. And that's where I'm still living, in Cleveland, Ohio. All right. But I heard about the release of a new Butthole Surfers album. Well, it's actually not a new Butthole Surfers album. It is a previously unreleased Butthole Surfers album coming out on June 26th on vinyl and CD and also on streaming, called After the Astronaut. Now, the story of that album, After the Astronaut, is that with the album Electric Larryland by the Butthole Surfers, they had a minor hit with a song called Pepper. And they were on the Capitol label. And Butthole Surfers went back into the studio to make a new album. And the record company said, hey, we actually sold some records with that Electric Larryland album. Hopefully we can sell some more with this brand new, punkish music that you guys, this new wavy stuff that you guys, you wacky kids who call themselves the Butthole Surfers, you're gonna have to put together a couple of hits on this album. So they made an album and they called it After the Astronaut. Turned it into Capitol and they said, this doesn't have a hit single on it. We want you to rework this album. So they started working on the album, doing remixes, changing things, trying to write more songs. It got to the point where Capitol Records said, you know what, you guys are not going to end up making another album for us, so we're going to release you from your contract. And they were picked up by Hollywood Records, which used to be owned by Disney. I don't know who owns it now. I think it's part of Elektra or the Wea catalog. Anyway, they took this reworked album and they named it Weird Revolution. And that came out on CD with this really strange lenticular cover. I love this cover. Okay? Because the key is, here is the actual cover of the album. And here's all the stuff inside of the insert. Blah, 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 blah. And then there's this cover. And when you look at it close up, it's quite blurry. But the cover of this CD package. Yeah, man. Oh, it's trippy, dude. Trippy. Let's make Bill move around. Okay, let's put this in here like this. And when you take it and look at it like this, it animates itself. The little baby kicks its legs and shoots lasers at these little planes on here. So yeah, this is not the best Butthole Surfers album I've ever heard. And it was, I think this is the most recent studio album by the Butthole Surfers. I don't think they made another studio album after this. But they are going to be, they are now on another label. I forget what the name of it is. Their live album is on that label. Let me grab that real quick. Let's see. Butthole Surfers are completely independent. They're on a label called Sunset Boulevard Records. And they have released this 2-record live set called Live at the Leatherfly, which I believe is a compilation of several different concerts. Anyway, that label, Sunset Boulevard Records, is currently distributing Butthole Surfers recordings. They're going to take the original After the Astronaut album and they're going to release it. And that will be out on June 26th on vinyl and CD and streaming. Yay! Nice, nice, nice. What else is going on here? Good to know Bill's Box of Sound survived the Cleveland asteroid. Oh, yeah, man. That was crazy. It was like, I think it was Thursday morning. I get up and the wife and I are sitting at the table doing our daily word puzzles, and I'm drinking coffee. And all of a sudden we hear this boom sound. We felt the house shake. And after that loud sound of the whole house shaking, it was like the aftermath of a very close thunder crack, just going about the land. Going outside, you hear dogs barking and everything. And actually, it was an asteroid coming down to Northeast Ohio and exploding before it hits the ground, just making that loud noise. Everybody heard it. And all of a sudden, everybody's on Facebook, everybody's on Instagram and whatever, and saying, "Did you hear the noise? Did you hear the noise?" Yeah, we heard the noise. Finally, National Weather Service said it was an asteroid that blew up. And now there's people all over, I believe, I think it's the Medina area, Medina County, trying to find pieces of the asteroid because it blew up into a gazillion pieces and fell in little teeny pieces. And so they got people trying to pick it up. So that's kind of cool. So yeah, we survived the big da boom. Oh yes. What other question? All right. So a video that I intend to have up soon will be a video about this album here, the Black Album by Prince, because I saw somebody talking about this online and they were saying all sorts of things that weren't true about this record. And I'm a Prince fan, unapologetically. But I want to set the record straight, because when I heard this false information about this album, I started looking around online and saying, I'm wondering, does anybody really know what happened with this album? Well, people have a lot of ideas as to what happened with the Black Album and when it came out. But I was working in the record retail industry when this album was supposed to come out. And it is my belief that my version of the story is the truth. So I'm going to be making a video of that soon. But until then, I still haven't put away all my records from last week. So we're going to have some more of a shelving show here. Let's see. We're going to be putting away some greatest hits records. We've got the very best of the Lovin' Spoonful. Now, this is a good album of mostly John Sebastian songs. I really do enjoy the Love and Spoonful. I got several of their albums, but you got to be careful. I happened upon several different versions of this album, and the version that sounds the best to me, it's got a specific label on it. Okay. On some labels, it's got like a Garden of Eden type thing, and it says Kama Sutra on the top. That version is mastered horribly. But if you want to hear this album in its good fidelity, you look for this pink label here, Kama Sutra, the best of the Love and Spoonful. That is the good version of this album. So I would recommend that. If you can find it. So let's get this album back in its jacket. And I'll be putting it away in a little bit. Lonnie, you have a copy of the Black Album, my friends. It's not bad. It's freaking great, man. I love that album. I wish it were legitimately available now, because it's one of Prince's funkiest records. I swear. All right, so let's get this on here. I don't know if Vinyl Richie's watching right now, but he's probably gnashing his teeth saying, "Ah, you're just as bad as Steve Carlson. Can't get a record back inside of the sleeve." All right. Another one. I'll pull out a couple more before we finish it up tonight. Let's see. Blooming Hits by Paul Marriott and his orchestra, featuring Love is Blue, which is the only bona fide hit on this record. Okay? Paul Marriott is a conductor, instrumentalist of the French Persuasion, I believe, and yeah, this whole album, I believe, was recorded as one album. This is not a greatest hits collection, but it's called Bloomin' Hits. Blooming Hits. It's got cover versions of Something Stupid, Penny Lane, This Is My Song, Sales au Monde, Alone in the World, Inch Allah, There's a Kind of Hush, All Over the World, Puppet on a String, and Adieu to the Night, and the Sonny Bono song Mama. But the only real hit on this album is Love is Blue. It's an instrumental hit. So there. Oh yes, I know that. Yes, Mikey says there's an early grown man record night graphic based on that album cover. Yes, indeed. And one of your friends did it. That's nice. Couple more of these babies here. Here we go. Uh-oh. There's a record with it's an album with the record on the outside of it. No. I don't do that anymore. Okay, this is the best of Loggins and Messina. The best of friends. Yeah. So I'm putting that one back in here. And that's going back on the shelf. Oh, duh! Wait, forget these greatest hits records. I'm going to show you a couple records that I bought at the record show that I attended last week. Oh, we got less than 10 minutes. I'm going to show you. I'll tell you what. Does anybody remember what my challenge was for, yes, Kama Sutra was a division of Buddha. But does anybody remember what my personal challenge was for the record show last week? Somebody tell me. Just tell me what band it was about. Excuse me. Do you know? Staying in budget? Nope. I seldom do. Well, sometimes I do. But no. My personal challenge to myself is, and I will explain it again, I've got lots of friends that are big Kiss fans. Personally, I've never been a big Kiss fan because when Kiss, the band, came out, it was not soon after I had just discovered art rock and prog rock, and especially Frank Zappa stuff. But I had discovered Yes and Genesis and Van de Graaff Generator and Flash and Curved Air and Jethro Tull, and I was really getting into this music. And this band Kiss comes out with this primal guttural rock and roll stuff named for, kids. And I just I was just not into it. Ah, Lonnie's got it. Lonnie's got it. He said every Kiss album under $20 that I could find, I would buy it. And so I did. And I followed that to the letter. So let's start with this one right here. This one was $15. Kiss's second album, Hotter Than Hell. I picked this one up. Man, people love their Kiss albums. I saw lots of really expensive Kiss albums that were beat to hell. And that's the other thing. These records had to be in good shape. This was really good shape for $15. And I've heard the first Kiss album, even though I don't have it anymore. This ain't bad. This ain't bad. I did find a couple others. Now, some people were saying that these Kiss albums are not the best. This one was $19. There was a $20 price tag, but there's a $19 price tag here. I ended up getting a couple of bucks off of this. Lick It Up from Kiss, not the original lineup. This is from 1983. And, yeah. The only song I know is the title cut, Lick It Up. So I haven't played this one yet. Next, I got one that's kind of the same era. This one came out in 1984. And this is called Animalize. This one I got for $15. I did see one Kiss album that was $22. It was in great shape, but it was over $20. So that broke my rule. I did not buy it. No. Let's see. It says the early Kiss records are great, but the production sucks. Well, they were made to be sold. They're very, very much Kiss. The whole Kiss phenomenon was designed for making money, not necessarily making the best music, but a lot of people love the music. Oh well. And for only $15, I was hoping to get the Ace Frehley one of these, but after Kiss made 4 albums, they took a break and all 4 of them did solo albums. They all released them in the same day. And the only one that I could find was the Paul Stanley solo album, which is, let's see. I did find a copy of the Ace Frehley one, which has a New York Groove on it. I was hoping to get that one. But this is the Paul Stanley one, and let's see. It's an early pressing of it because it's got this stuff on it, on the inner. Whoa! Haven't cleaned this one up yet. And yeah, there's that custom label with Paul on there saying, "Do you like the taste of alcohol?" Oh, Star Child. And if you watch Amit Zappa's Rock Tales, you'll know what I'm referring to there. And I believe that was it. Let me double check. Yeah, that's all of them. I will be doing more things that are concerning my pickups from the record show, not Just a Kiss. No, it does. It does not have the merch form. It does not have the poster. What do you want for $15? Sorry, Christopher. So, yeah, I kickstarted my Kiss collection just a little bit, but it's not a high priority for me. But yeah, if you don't already have it, make sure you get the Bongo Fury 50th anniversary 5 CD, 1 Blu-ray set, and or the vinyl version of that. And I will be doing my full boat review of that in the coming weeks. So I'm going to start the record player back up, playing some more Hammer of Death. And I will see you most likely in 2 weeks. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. In 2 weeks will be April 4th. Okay. But we're going to have to start doing some Record Store Day recaps. I am whittling down the list to the ones that I want to buy. And you never know. All right, so I want to thank you for stopping by. Stay tuned for your local news, except on the West Coast. I appreciate each and every one of you stopping by. It was a lot of fun just yakking about records. And we will do it again in 2 weeks, okay? So, pardon me. Had a great time. Hope you did too. Hit that like button right now. If you haven't hit the like button already, hit the like button. If you have not subscribed, what's wrong with you? Hit that subscribe button. Subscribe. And I hope to be making some more videos this week. And hey, you never know. May see you at the concert. May see you on the live stream. You never know. Also, maybe this week, keep an eye out for Canadian Stud Muffin, aka Larry Graves. I'm going to be doing a live stream with him talking about the Bongo Fury boxed set. I think there may be a possibility that I may be appearing on a live stream with audio engineer Ian B. about. So that'd be cool as well. But aside from that, thank you very much for stopping by. Have a great week. Go listen to some music and bye. Life. For the foreseeable future, Chipzilla is not accepting endorsement deals, but we'll consider them.
Dad!
Oh yeah.